Well, hello there, and welcome back to the Skellyverse. I will indeed talk about what's going on here above me, but first, I just wanted to say a few things. It has been a hot while since we've seen each other. You know, with the state of the world, sometimes... And so, our hero began to prattle on about his first world problems, and no one really cared. Hey, Mr. Narrator, you want to quit interrupting me? We're in my world, and I'm going to do what I want. Yeah? Nothing else? Okay. Let's move on. One day, I'm going to find that guy. Then we'll see what's up. Anyway, we begin our journey today in a literal shower of gold. And yes, the word order does matter. Now, what we have here is your typical giant gold ingot, just barfing out some gold down into this chunky hopper. And here's a quick time lapse of building that. Wonderful. Powerful stuff. Oh, and don't worry, we're not going to spend the entire episode down in the nether today. We do have some things to take care of up on the surface. And honestly, it's been so long since I've seen the light of day, I might be coming down with a bit of nether madness. So, the problem that prompted this ridiculous solution was just how the heck do we get the gold from all the way up there at the gold farm to down here where we intend to build our Piglin trading hall with an emphasis on distribution. I mean, we could just fly down here ourselves and fill up some droppers or whatever, but where is the fun in that? No, this is the Skellyverse, and we tend to be a bit more ridiculous in our solutioning. And here we have a prime example. So we have now this shower of gold that comes from the sky, falls into our giant hopper, and then if I can get out of here, if I can get out of here, if I can get out of here. Oh, I took my trash bag poncho off, so that's not going to work. But anyway, right here where this giant hopper, I am stuck under there. Okay. Right here where this giant hopper terminates is a baby hopper, a little baby hopper, which we should end up with just about 9 full stacks of gold, because that's what I put in there, which is 1 stack of gold blocks. So hopefully the math ends up correct. I see the ingot is done barfing out gold, and so hopefully that means we have all of it. It looks like we do. Every single piece. Okay, great. I had to make this pretty wide because gold tends to flizzle all over the place when you just tossing it through the air. A bit of a construction zone here, and we have from last time our Piglins. You can view their names there. As it turns out, they just kind of spawn out here, which is kind of annoying given all the time I spent last episode tracking them down. Admiral Snort Bar. Okay, I literally forgot I found that guy the other day and named him, but he's pretty amazing. You do you, Admiral Snort Bar. You do you. That's a trap. Anyway, so this, we're making progress. We have the gold farm up there spitting out the gold. We got the hopper down here. It's going to feed into the Piglin bartering area. One of the problems, though, is that in order to build the Piglin trading hall that I have envisioned, we require things from these guys, which they will give to us if we give them gold. So what I'm going to have to do, actually, is set up part of the trading hall, maybe just the very bare minimum. What did you give me? Oh, you gave me a fire charge. Thanks, buddy. But we will need to do the bare minimum pieces of flare in order to build the trading hall so that we can put them in there, start feeding them gold to get the materials that we actually need to properly build the trading hall. And it's kind of a cart and the horse situation here. Let me show you what we have up here. We have an input chest down here where you hear the maddening ticking just turn that off, is just a dispenser. So what we can do is just turn that on and it'll spit all the gold out there. You may ask yourself, why can't you just carry the gold down there or do something less ridiculous? Because it's the Skellyverse. And I do what I want. And what I wanted to do was something ridiculous. Go figure. I mean, if you've seen the other 39 episodes of this series, you should be used to that by now. Which, by the way, if you are not caught up, there is a link in the description below for a playlist of the full season thus far, and you can get caught up. Like, building this stuff and building, well, not this, you just saw this stuff, but building other things such as, and not limited to, but potentially including this cool corridor. Oh yeah, we built this last episode and I still love it. And then this guy, the Transporter of Justice. There's a little party going on down there. Party! Yeah, we built this last episode. I will show you what that looks like. Newly acquired technology here in the Skellyverse, picture in picture. Show it up there in the left. Can't actually get to it because, yeah, that's not how that works. You will notice now we have a delightful frame around the picture in picture, which was actually drawn by the server's very own coin-operated Rob. I asked him if he could draw something up, and he did not disappoint. I love it. Looks amazing. So we will just use that from now until eternity. Anyway, we have most of what we need here to begin. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to knock down this staircase. I'm going to build the bare minimum platform, as I mentioned, for this Piglin trading. And then I'm going to throw these fools in there and I'm going to start feeding them some gold so we can get supplies. So next up on the list, time lapse. Admiral Snort Bar. Still laughing about that. I don't know. It tickles me just the right way. But so we're going to do that. And well, you probably will see that immediately now as a time lapse. Go. Whoa, boy. Well, that could be a problem. While I was down there building up the trading hall, which we'll go look at in a second, these boys have been spawning up here. I did not consider that. However, I do have a fix. If we cover this entire thing in purple carpet, they cannot spawn here. So, suck it, nerds. Like so. Now, these fools should not be able to spawn here. Maybe they can spawn on this redstone stuff. It does not look the greatest. Ooh, you know what? We got some glass. We'll snag that and we'll put that there instead and that'll look better. But for now, should keep them from spawning. So if I fly far enough away, they should instantly despawn. Well, look at this guy. What are you doing way out here, sir? Could it be Admiral Snortbar? Well, good to see you again, sir. You've been on quite the journey. Guess he's just gonna do his thing and wander for eternity. The other problem is, where are we? There we go. Yeah, I guess since he's named, he's just gonna wander around for eternity, and that's just what it is. That's his life now. All right, so up here, we shouldn't have anyone spawning in here anymore. We just need to be careful which things we leave here spawnable, because that's going to affect our spawn rates and also just piss me off because they're down there screwing around and they shouldn't be. Did I ever talk about this? Woo, celebration. This here is just a way to get rid of rotten flesh, a hands-free way. So we can leave this running while we're up there AFKing, farming the gold, and this will get rid of all of this rotten flesh for us as we do it. There's another clock down here as we saw before We're spitting out gold, and eventually we'll just fill this whole chest and hopper chain all the way down to that guy, so that we can have showers of gold forever. Elytra, please work. Okay, great. So here is a piece of carpet. Been looking for that. As you saw in the time lapse, we built this up to the minimum specifications required to capture these guys. Do they all have boots? No, just those two. Oh, he's got boots and a helmet. I should have given them cool outfits before I tricked them in there. But you saw we built this, and the basic premise here is that, well, before I describe that, while we're here, let's go ahead and eventually there'll be a loading system that connects this baby hopper to these 4 input hoppers, which are linked to all of these dispensers, and there's one underneath each piglin. So if we go up here and we split up our gold, we'll put one into each hopper, like so. And that should feed via these other hoppers all of these dispensers. These guys in here should each end up with 16 of them. Yes, and that one's already done. That's pretty fast. So one stack will turn into 16 in each chamber. And what happens is, if I flip this clock on right here, it is going to send a redstone signal to the dispenser, which will dispense one piece of gold, and it dispenses it up into the chamber that they're standing in. They will then grab the gold once they've inspected it and decided that they love it. I need to get some handrails on here. This is a hazardous work situation. Once they decide they love the gold, they will drop it. And there is a hopper beneath this purple carpet that will catch whatever they drop. And then when that happens, it's all going to flow under another separate hopper chain into this box right here. Now, this box is not the end game. The box is very temporary. We will want to put this into a sorting system of some type. As you can see, we get all sorts of different types of things from these dudes, valuable resources that we will require to build other things, including and not limited to finishing this trading hall. So they're going to do that, and it takes a little while to get through the gold, but the idea is we could even stand at the very top on our AFK platform. We can farm gold, and at the same time we can have gold raining into this hopper, and at the same time we can have it dispensing into these guys, and we can collect resources from them and sort it into some kind of sorting system. Whew. And then that is basically the third step: profit. This is kind of multi-function down here. Not only does it trigger the dispenser to spit out the gold, it also locks the hopper they're standing on so that the gold doesn't get picked up instantly, so they have a time to grab it. And then when they grab it, they inspect it, as I mentioned, and they drop the goods. So let's see where we're at here. How far have we gotten? Oh, we're on the last piece of gold. Okay. So what we should be seeing down here is quite a large collection of stuff. Ooh, that's a rare one. But we get, you know, all the things you would expect to get from a bastard pig. All this stuff, plus more. There's lots of stuff. Getting any go? Oh, we are getting some backups here. Oh, that might be a problem. Holy moly. This is a very, very productive farm. This guy's done though. All his stuff is gone. So that, we may need to redesign this. To be continued. We will work on this and make sure that it actually functions correctly. For now, we can turn it on in limited amounts before we get overflow and we get all this cool stuff. Look, Soul Speed 3 boots, which I don't think I've ever actually, have I ever? Let's do a little experiment. The idea is that Soul Speed is very, very, very fast on top of Soul Sand. Let's just see how fast it is. It's probably enough for a demonstration. All right, let's see how it goes. Holy moly. That is pretty fast. Woo! That's actually ridiculously fast. Holy crap. Yeah, I need to get this enchant on my normal golden booties. I wonder if they have any room left. We will ask Corn Operated Rob here how we can get to the museum, because that's what we're gonna do next. A new museum has popped up on the Skellyverse. Okay, so let's put this gold on before we get murdered by roving piglins. We get all our stuff in here yet? It's still coming through. Holy crap. Yeah, there are definitely some flaws in the system there. We're gonna have to work that out. We've gotten actually quite a few of these boots, although this is the first one that is level 3. That's kind of cool. And we have a level 3 book. That's cool. Oh, you know what? Got golden boots right now. I wonder how much that costs. Too expensive. That's a bummer. Might have to take Frostwalker or something off of there before we can do that. Although, to be honest, I don't really know how often we would need Soul Speed as an enchantment. Unless we built a road for that specifically. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. For now, though, let us head back to the surface, a place we haven't been in a very long time, and try to find this new museum. Excuse you. I let him right in the house. Mushrooms grow in my house? Inconceivable! Where's my portal? Ah, yes, that's where I put it. Let's head out here. Okay, here we are at the Temple Gates, which Coin Operator Rob and I designed and built quite a few episodes back, I believe. I'll go ahead and throw that montage in there so you can check that out. But we have coordinates now from Coin Operator Rob. We know where the museum is, so let's go take a look. And I guess we'll fly there, even though we're kind of far away. All right, I'll get back with you when we're closer to town. I can finally breathe the fresh air of our desert shack. Ain't that right, Seamus? Been a while, my friend. And we got all of our old favorites around here. The factory, the bees, the billboard, the Seamus, the giant skeleton, etc. Oh, yeah. If you're interested in any of these creations, there are episodes for each one, and probably other stuff, in that link in the description. There's a full playlist, so knock yourself out. Maybe don't go all the way back to episode 0 because, well, to be honest, it was a little rough. Let's go in the lighthouse and take a sleep if we can. Is there a bed in here in this lighthouse? Where is there a bed in the world? I don't see any bed. All right, I know where there's a bed. There's a bed in the cactus. I'm almost certain of it. There it is. Okay, beautiful weather for looking for something. Visibility is great. But if we are right about our coordinates, the museum should be in a general this way direction. So let's take a look-see. This is the village where we stole some villagers and also where we built a slime hut. Aha! It is here. This new building does appear to be fairly museum-like. It may still be slightly work in progress, but let's check it out. Don't mind if I do. All right, what do we got here? Service! Where are the attendants? I suspect something foul may have occurred to the workers of this museum. Maybe they're volunteers. Maybe they're on strike. Who knows? Let's see. Okay, special membership cost 2 emeralds. Free to look. Special membership only. My curiosity is piqued, and I do believe we have, yeah, this is actually the correct box. We got a couple emeralds, so it says, 2 emeralds? Well, enjoy. There's a bonus tip for you. We got a couple emeralds kicking around here and there. I don't think we will miss them. So let's see what this is here. Ba-bomb. Ah, yes. I do recall building that. Cactus farm. Yes, good. Pumpkin monstrosity. Flower battle. Yes. Chicken pool? Oh, chicken pool. Can't go demon. Yeah. Lighthouse. Very good. Sarlacc. Excellent. Slime farm. Wonderful. Question mark? But it appears to be a sightseeing museum. We will definitely have to check that out in the next episode. Why not check it out now? Why don't you mind your business? I've got a trading hall to finish. Well, that sounds kind of lame. Museums are better. Think of all the things you could see. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm going to. I don't have time right now. Time is a fire in which we burn. Okay. Are you just quoting Star Trek Generations at me? Huh? Nothing? Okay. I guess he's gone. Well, that's fairly ominous. We need to check the special membership section, of course. Enderman. Enderdring. Lumber farm. Skill farm. Yep, I recall these things. These are, well, pretty much every one of these should exist in an episode that has been done on this channel. However, oh, I didn't realize there's a little staircase down here. Welcome to the aiming minigame. Okay, cool. Stand on the wood and shoot the button next to the light that flashed. Don't pick up the arrow. Look to your left and grab an item of your choice. Then collect the arrow, collect 1 item a day. Press button to activate game. Boom! Says coin-operated rod. Maybe he exploded. Did you exploded? He will answer. Of this, I'm certain. Okay, we have spectral arrows, and I guess we got to shoot the button next to the light. All right, let's try this. Click. I think we did it. What did we get? Oh, I choose barrelhead. That's awesome. Put stuff in my brain. I'm a barrelhead. I didn't even know that was a head you could get. Well, I'm barrelhead now. Oh yeah, I gotta collect my arrow. It was somewhat on fire. Don't worry about it. Also, if you hear jangling and cooing in the background, that's just my pigeon. She's having a time today, and she just won't shut up about it, so. Yes, I know! Oh boy, pets are great, huh? Okay, let's see what else we got. Maybe next episode we'll do a special, and we'll just zip around all these places and take a little look-see, and see how they're doing. Maybe like a mini server world tour? Perhaps. You know, I started this episode a while ago and just haven't been able to finish it in a bit. It's actually been a week or so since the beginning clips you saw at the start of this episode. My point is, when I first started recording, I was around 900 something subscribers, and now I am over 1,000. And my plan was to do something special for 1,000 subscribers, like maybe a live stream or something, which I still might do. But maybe we'll just do a world tour and we'll look at all of the things. That'd take a while because it's very spread out. Okay, so enjoy those emeralds. We will look forward to that in the next episode. But for now, we will head back to the trading hall. All right, we're back. Oh boy, this is how I left this thing? Okay, all right. Well, I got a lot of work to do. First things first, in the interim, I created a better design for this. Obviously, we need a filter, as mentioned before, and we need to somehow deal with the clog that happens in these hoppers, as I mentioned before. So I created an item filter and also a rail pickup system, and it's kind of huge, giant sorting system over here that we will build, and then that will be enough for us to let this run and collect stuff for us so that we can finish it off, which will probably happen in the next episode. Also, this delay needs to be greatly increased because even with a rail system, the pickup is not fast enough to keep up with these very, very productive piglins, wonderful as they are. So let us go ahead and oh, that's okay. Forgot I was wearing a barrel on my head, but it's a good fashion. I like the look of it. So let us go ahead and run that time lapse. Fantastic. So that went pretty decent. What we have here now is we've moved this around a little bit, got rid of all that hopper chain, and now we have a rail system that will pick up all of the stuff from these guys with the hopper minecart. It's going to bring it up here, and then, oh boy. We have here your standard hopper minecart unloading detector circuit, which should grab all the stuff that comes from all these hoppers from the Piglin guys. And it's going to throw it in this hopper here and then start to run it through our filtering system, which we've seen before. It's just a little filtery jobby. something special on the end that we'll get to, but I have pre-populated all of the filters to catch all the items that our piglins will give us. And right now all these chests are empty, as you can see with your human eyes, because I have yet to test run anything through the system. We're just going to go ahead and assume that all this works the first try. Now what we have down here is a little bit weird because all these things are stackable up to a stack of 64, except for ender pearls, which is a stack of 16, which means this filter looks a little different. Only one here and only one sign in each. But if we look at, say, the one for the leather, you have 2 signs and then 2 of the item. That's because this is the amount of items required for signal strength to lock the hopper, whereas ender pearl, since it's only stacking to 16, puts off more signal strength, so you don't need as much in here to catch it. It's very complicated, but it works. Anything that passes through all of this we know is not any of these items, and it's not a stackable ender pearl, which means it is either boots or potions, which they throw out a lot of these type of things here. You got your potions of resistance, you got your books, you got your boots. The only way we can really sort those is by trying to put them in this brewing stand. If it goes in the brewing stand, we know it's a potion, and we can put it in here. Otherwise, it gets dumped down here. So this will be where all of our books and armor things end up, and that should be everything. Back here is just a little detection and delay circuit that detects when there is something in this hopper and gives it a chance to be put into this brewing stand. If you don't have a delay built in there, it'll just kind of all go down to this chest. And in testing so far, that works pretty well. So now what we want to do is actually throw some crap in here and make sure that it actually gets where we want it to be. So we can throw things in this hopper, and that should simulate them coming through our system from the piglins. So let's do that, I suppose. Let's start throwing these in here, because this is where the cart would dump it off. So we'll throw this in here, and hopefully all that ends up at the end down there in our filters. It should go all through these item sorters here and realize it does not belong in any of these chests and end up down there. So hopefully that works. And then let's start grabbing some of these things and throwing them in there, and then we will see what happens. And if we throw something in there that doesn't belong in any of this, I think it's just going to end up in the end with our potions and stuff, so we will see. Okay, let's see if it all ended up in the right place, and it looks like it did. Oh, that is wonderful to see. I did actually put some stuff through there that did not belong accidentally, but we got polished blackstone bricks. Looks like we got a couple of potions in there, which isn't supposed to happen, but if there's every once in a while a little glitch, I'm fine with that. It's not a huge deal. And it might have actually been because of that blackstone that we put through there, but now it is fixed. Wonderful. So everything is sorted and magical and amazing. And now the only thing to do is to actually throw the hopper minecart on here, which should go back and forth forever. Let's just verify that first. Okay, back and forth forever. And it won't pick anything up because the piglins aren't spitting anything out. Now, for them to do that, we would need to re-enable our delay. However, what do we have here? 3. So we have 10 here. I think we need more because in my testing, I believe it was probably about 25 to 30 is what that minecart can keep up with. So we will start at 30. 30 will be fine. It's just the amount of time that this goes before it goes back and forth. Each time it goes back and forth, it sends out a pulse, which shoots out one of our golden ingots in our dispensers, in which there are none. So we're gonna have to fill that up with gold. Where is my gold? Gold, 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 gold. Huh. Is this still getting rid of all of our... Oh, it has gotten rid of all of our flesh. Okay, let's turn that off. I believe up here is our gold reserves. Excellent. Now they've got gold ready for gold purposes. We've got our delay on here. Let's flip the switch and watch it go. Okay, so the delay is pretty long, but once they get their gold, there you go, got it. right there. He inspects it, determines if it is the correct quality, and then drops the goods. And then our cart should pick up the goods. Huh! Oh yeah, filled with goods. And it should be, it's not stopping up there. Okay, we got some fixing to do. Un momento, por favor. Okay, figured out what the problem is. A mist up here, and this right there should be normal rail, so that this can actually power off, because otherwise it's connected there and it's powered forever. So we've just knocked our little guy out here, which has a lot of stuff in it. We will recreate him, and then we will send him on his way again, right there, and we will murder this guy. Perfect. So there we go. Now he's unloading, and we should be seeing some flashing torches as items are detected and dropped off into the correct locations. Right there, we're getting us some blackstone. Oh, got us a bunch of other stuff all at the same time. And then also things should be ending up in here as they come through. Okay, good. We have a little bit of extra crap in our inventory now because we had to wreck that cart. But we can just throw it back in there and it'll pick it up. Now the question is this cart keeping up with demand? Which, if it's not, we'll increase the delay. If it is, maybe we will decrease the delay and have more efficient farming. But for now, that is all the time that we have for today. So leave a comment if you like. I try to answer every single one, and look forward to that 1,000 subscriber special. Maybe it's a live stream, maybe it's a world tour, who knows? We'll do something. We'll do it up, all right? And also, I'm gonna find that narrator and tell him what for. So look forward to that, because I certainly do. Until next time, peace out.